Hello everyone and welcome to episode 11 of B-17 Queen of the Skies here on the World War II Solitaire board game channel. Wow, okay, so things are getting rough now. We are in mission 11, so this is now when we can get really long and difficult missions. So the milk runs are definitely over. We are, amazingly enough, still in Heaven's Way, our original B-17. This is going to be mission 11 for this one. We have had 3 victories and 7 draws, so we're still on the positive side of the campaign. A bombardier, still have our original one, Johnny P, with 1 Messerschmitt kill. This is mission 11 for him, meaning he's going to have a very good modifier. On the bomb run, he's going to have a +1 roll. Navigator, Rick still original one. Pilot, yours truly. This is mission 11 for me, so I give a positive modifier as the pilot in case I have to crash land, stuff like that. Co-pilot, unfortunately, Rodrigo Buffett got sent home, so Philip Merritt has taken his place. This is his 4th mission. He needs 11 missions, sort of 10 missions before he have a positive modifier. Engineer Ronald Lee Ermey, who shot down 2 Messerschmitts, also got sent home. Brett Grimman has taken his place. Radio operator Tom Martin, still the original one. Ball turret gunner Angus Young, still the original one. Port waist gunner Malcolm Young, still the original one. Starboard waist gunner Cliff Williams, still the original one. And finally our tail gunner Sergeant Bon Scott, that is also our original one. So I gotta say, we're doing pretty good. Got 8 out of 10 of the original crew and our original bomber. Now we shall roll on G3 for the first time, 2d6, and we hope to God that we do not get a high number. We want as low number as we can possibly get. So a 1 would be preferred on the red one because that's the tens. La Rochelle. La Rochelle. La Rochelle, where are you? La Rochelle, I believe. It sounds French, but I think it is far away. La Rochelle is over here. You can barely see it. It is in zone 8. Okay. Well, guys, you know, orders are orders. There is no way for us to get out of this, so we'll just have to do the best we can. And after 10 minutes, we all know each other. 10 missions, we all know each other. We know we can rely on each other. We're going to get through this, and we are going to do our best. La Rochelle, I can't believe it. La Rochelle. And that is U-boats, so I mean a U-boat base. Let's mark it on the mission chart. There we go. So I had a feeling this was going to happen because last run was such a milk run. I figured it was just HQ, you know, letting us have it easy for one mission because next mission they knew was going to be horrible. Okay, so we need to roll for our position. And we roll 8, so at least we are in the middle. So it could be worse. Let's roll for our squadron position and roll a 3, so we're in the middle. That is also very good. So far, I gotta say, even though we have a crappy mission ahead of us, we have rolled very good on those tables. We consult our Gazette for La Rochelle. We are gonna have a -2, which turns into -3 with our squadron position. -1, which turns into -2. 0, 0, 0, so -1, -1, -1, -1, -1. Okay. Last run was 2 zones. You could possibly get one which is 1 if you get Saint Omer. This is going to be 8 zones, so buckle up, buddies, because this is going to be a long video. Or a very short one. Let's hope not. Okay, that's it. We are gonna move out. I hope everyone is ready. La Rochelle is down here, very far away in France. So we go to the first zone, no problem so far. Second zone, we roll for fighter cover. Fighter cover is poor. We roll now to see on B1 if we have any boogies. Roll a 4, -3 in zone 2 for us. That's no boogies. So we move on. Zone 3, we roll for fighter cover. Fighter cover is fair. Here we have a -2 to our roll. So we roll on B1 again. We roll a 4, which turns into a 2. That is not going to be any fighters because of our -2. We roll into zone 4 now. This is the last zone where we have fighter cover. Fighter cover is still fair. So HQ have not forgotten about us. We roll now for fighter waves with a -1. We roll a 1, so we still have no enemy fighter waves. Still, we are quite lucky. For the first time ever, we enter zone 5, and that means we also leave fighter cover. Maximum extent of fighter cover is zone 4. So I gotta say, it feels very lonely, but we got to remember that we are never alone. There's 10 of us, brothers in arms, taking care of each other in this B-17 flying fortress. We got, I believe, 8, we got actually 9 machine guns, heavy machine guns to defend ourselves with, and we have a whole formation of these super fortresses or flying fortresses. So we're not alone. We got buddies above us, under us. We're in the middle formation, and to the left and to the right. So we gotta rely on each other. Okay, let's roll again on B1. This time we are in zone 5, and we roll with a -1 because of our squadron position. And we roll a 5, that is turns into a 4. That means 1 enemy squadron or 1 enemy wave. And the wave is going to be 51. That is a 190 at 1030 high. Okay, so 1030 high, we can fire our top turret, port cheek, and port waist. So that's a lot of guns we can fire. Port cheek and port waist. That's 3 guns that we can fire with. We roll first for pilot status. We roll a 5, so he's average. To hit with all of these guns, we need a roll of 6. So first, Brett Grimmond, our engineer, fires. Needs a 6. He hits. Very nice. Normally, we would get a +1 to our damage roll because it's a doubled barrel gun. Or it's a twin gun, and with the 190 you don't get that bonus. We roll normally, and we roll 6. We blow him out of the sky. Okay, that feels very good. We got the Focke-Wulf, and we also note on our mission record here that is the first kill of engineer Brett Grimmond. So note ME 109. Very well done, and that also means we take care of the fighter wave, the only one in this zone. We go now to zone 6. So in my excitement, I forgot to note the ammo. That was the port cheek, the top turret, and the starboard port waist. So we marked off the ammo. That's kind of easy thing to forget when you get a little bit excited. We are done in zone 5. We move now to zone number 6. Man, this does not feel good. We have to roll on B1 again. And roll a 1, so we skip combat again. Amazing. We enter zone 7. And zone 7, we have also a -1. We roll on B1 again. We roll a 1 again. I can't believe it. We enter zone 8 now. We are as far as you can go. And the first thing we roll for is weather. Weather is good. We note on our mission chart here at the target. And then we go ahead and roll for enemy fighters on B2 with a -1 to our roll. And roll a 5, which turns into a 4. That is going to be 2 enemy fighter waves. First fighter wave is 62. That is just 109. See, 62. And second fighter wave is 53. 53 is going to be 3 110s. We can do this. Alright, so we have 110 coming in from 130 low, one Messerschmitt coming from 3 o'clock low. We have no fighter cover, of course, since we're in zone 8. Let's check here what we can fire. At 1030 low, we can fire the ball turret and port cheek. We are just gonna fire the the starboard. I'm checking 1030. At 130 low, the ball turret and starboard cheek, so we'll go with the starboard cheek gun. And Messerschmitt here at 3 o'clock. We are gonna fire the ball turret and the starboard waist. 3 o'clock is a very dangerous place to be hit, so we're definitely hoping we can do something with him. Check pilot status for both of them. First one is normal, second one is an ace, and that is the one we don't want to become an ace. Okay, that is not good. Also, I forgot to note that I am firing spray fire with the starboard waist gun, and I am gonna fire the ball turret first. There we go. Let's go ahead and mark off ammunition. First for our starboard cheek, then for our ball turret, and 3 boxes for our starboard waist gun. And we're gonna go ahead and fire with the starboard cheek at 130 level. We need a roll of 6 to hit. Unfortunately not. So our navigator does not get any kill. He's never gotten a kill. That's Rick Tor. Never done so. Ball turret gunner. We know him well. Angus Young. Is it time for him to get his first kill? He hits on a roll of, let's see here, 3 o'clock low on a 5 or a 6. Nah, he does not hit. Okay, so the starboard waist gunner, Sergeant Cliff Williams, used spray fire. Let us check M5. That is not good. Starboard waist gunner has a weapon jam, and that also means that we're gonna be hit by this guy. He's an ace. I'm noting here starboard gun jam, starboard waist. So I remember to check next zone if we can clear that jam. Okay, so we got the 110 first attacking from 130 low. He is gonna need a roll of 5 or 6 to hit. He rolls a 2, so he does not hit, and he flies back to wherever he came from. We have the ace, and this is gonna be brutal. He's attacking from 3 o'clock low. Normally he would need a 4, 5, or 6 to hit, but since he's an ace, a 3, 4, 5, or 6. So yeah, this is gonna be bad. I hope we roll a 1 or a 2. We roll a 5, so he hits us, and we have to roll to see for how many hits. From 3 o'clock, a roll of 5 means 3 hits. Okay, so notes here, hit notes, 3 o'clock low, 3 hits, and then we roll for our hits. 3 o'clock low on the B5 table. First hit is 6, then it's gonna be the tail. Second hit, 6 again, so that is tail again. And third hit, 11. That is gonna be the pilot compartment. I was scared first because it's so close to the walking hits, and that is just when that happens, you are screwed. Okay, let us check these hits. So for the tail, we go to pink. I believe pink 6. Yes, it is. I'm starting to learn the charts here. Roll 2d6, and roll 7. That is going to be the rudder. We have had rudder damage before. We know that we can actually take a few hits before it gives us something bad. So we just note here on the after action report 1 rudder hit. Scratch that tail hit. 1 more tail hit to take, and we're all 4. That is gonna be tail turret, tail guns inoperable. Okay, so my tail guns are inoperable now. I don't know what the hell my neighbor is doing here. I don't know if you can hear her. Tail gun inoperable, tail gun inoperable. Inoperable. I know I write ugly. And then we got the pilot compartment. That's not a nice one because that's where I am. Roll. And roll 7 superficial damage. Thank you. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now this guy is gonna come at us again since he got a successive hit. We roll on B6, we roll 8. There's gonna be 130 level. So 130 level is from here. 130 level we can fire with the starboard cheek gun only. So Navigator has a second chance to hit now. He will only hit on a roll of 6. Rick, Tor, come on, you can do it. He rolls a 1. We note here starboard cheek gun, 1 ammo box. So for this German to hit us now, he will need from 130 a roll of 5 or 6, which turns into 4, 5, or 6 because he's an ace. And rolls a 3, so he misses, zoom, and flies back. He gives up. So now we got these 110s coming at us, and that's a problem. We got from 6 o'clock, and my tail guns are out. This guy and this guy, but the 6 o'clock one, at least we can use, I believe, the ball turret since he's low. So yes, we can use the ball turret, and that's what we're gonna do, of course. Tail gun would be very good to have now. Then we have 1030 level. So 1030 level is going to be the port cheek gun. Then we have 12 o'clock low. We fire the nose MG. The ball turret could be fired, but it's on this pilot here. We roll left to right from 6 o'clock for pilot status. Average. Average. And another average. We mark off the ball turret ammo and nose and port cheek. Nose, port cheek, and ball turret. No one uses spray fire. So we fire with the ball turret first and hope for a good hit. The ball turret is fired by Angus Young. He will need to hit at 6 o'clock low with against the 110. He will need a 3, 4, 5, or 6. So chances are good. We roll 6, so that is a hit. We roll for damage. We have a +1 to the roll, and we roll a 5. He's destroyed. And that's pretty sweet because that means he's not gonna get to attack. And we note Angus Young's first kill. Here we go. That is an ME 110. So that is our second kill for this mission. We look at the port cheek gun here fired by the Navigator. That is going to be Rick Tor. Let's see what he can do. He hits on a roll of 6, I believe. Let's see here. 1030 level. Yeah, 6. He misses. Nose gun fired by Johnny P. He will hit on a roll of 6. And both of them miss. So we have to take damage from both of these fighters. And maybe that was not a right expression. We don't have to take damage, but we have to take a combat check. Okay, so let's see here. First one is attacking from 1030. 5 to 6 to hit. Okay, so hold on to your butts. He misses. Next one, 10 o'clock low. He needs also a 5 or 6 to hit. He hits us. That's unfortunate. We roll to see how many hits he gets, and from 12 o'clock, a roll of 8 is going to be 1 hit. So we can possibly survive that. Let's look here. 12 o'clock low, 1 hit. And the hit is going to be at 12 o'clock low. With a roll of 10, that is a tail. Our tail is taking a lot of hits. This is the third tail hit now. And we roll on pink 6, which is the tail. A roll of 4 means tail gunner, tail guns inoperable, but they already are. So that was a good hit because it didn't do anything to us. So we roll on B6 successive attacks, and we roll on 8. That is going to be 130 level. And 130 level, I believe we can only fire the starboard cheek gun. Yes, sir. Starboard cheek gun is fired by the Navigator Rick Tor. He needs a 6 to hit. We shall mark the ammo. He needs a 6 to hit. Come on. Yes! Awesome, Rick. What damage will we do to this guy now? 5. We got him, Rictor. That is our 3rd kill. I don't know what my guys had for breakfast today, but I think my speech motivated them there in the beginning. That's our 2nd kill of today. Let's see here. Me 110. So we killed 2 of those and 1 ordinary 109. So that's 3 kills for today. Really, really nice. I would very much like to see some of my crew reaching ace status, because that should help out a lot. But guys, we're not out of the woods yet. We have dealt with both of the attacking fighter waves, but we still have the flak. Let's roll for flak. And sorry to tell you, we have heavy flak, which is not nice on such a mission as this. But that is kind of what I expected. So we roll now on the flak table. And we roll 10. That is going to be a miss. Okay. I'm going to bring this up here because there are going to be a lot of hits, I think. Flak. 2nd roll. And roll 3. 3 is going to be a hit. So we have 1 hit. Next hit we roll 6. I can't believe it. That is also a miss. Okay, we have been rather lucky. So what we need to do now is to see effects of flak hits. So we only have 1. So we roll on 04. 7. That is only 1. Only 1 flak hit. Okay, only 1 flak hit. I think my guys are doing something right. We have to roll to see which area is affected by the flak, and it is going to be 9. So that is the waste again. Poor waste. I know, I thought of the tail actually. The waste is, I think, will only be hit none actually. Okay, so, and that hits, we dealt with that. So waste, 1 hit, we look at P5 and roll 8. That is going to be starboard gunner. Oh no, starboard gunner. That is waste gunner. That is Cliff Williams. He has to roll on a wounds table. Okay, we'll look at B14 wounds. And he rolls a 3. That is just a light wounds. So we are extremely blessed here. Let's go ahead and note it right away. Cliff Williams, our starboard waste gunner, has a light wound. We mark it with the light wound marker. Okay guys, we survived the enemy fighters, we survived the flak, we are over the target, and guess what? This is the first time Johnny P rolls with a +1 to his roll. We look here at table orange 6 bomb run, so only on a roll of 1 now would he miss. You can see the note here, if a bombardier on 11 to 25 missions, add 1 to the die roll. Although, if B-17 hit by flak over target, subtract 1 from the die roll. So that's a little bit sad. It takes away his modifier, but still with his modifier, it helps us. Let's see what we can do. Johnny P, come on. He rolls a 4, turns into a 5, turns back into a 4 because we got hit by flak. So we hit the target and we roll on orange 7 bombing accuracy, and we roll a 10. That is going to be 30%. Totally acceptable. It's not 40% like we did last time, but it is 30%. We cannot complain about that. We have succeeded on our 11th mission. Okay, so we take our B-17 and we turn around. We head back to the safety of England, and we have to check one last time with a roll of -1. B2, number of German fighter waves in designated target zone. And roll a 2, which turns into a 1. That is just going to give us 1 wave of enemy fighters. And the wave of enemy fighters is going to be 31. That is just a 1 of 10 doing a vertical climb. 31, that also means E-note. E-note means only the ball turret may fire at this fighter. And it must roll a 3 to 6 to hit. Doesn't specify. Still don't really understand that note. Is it the ball turret that need a 1 to 6 or what? Anyway, let's roll for his pilot status 5, so he's an average. only the ball turret can fire, so of course we're going to use the ball turret here. We mark off the ammunition and we go ahead and fire. He needs 3 to 6 to hit now, and the ball turret gunner is going to be Angus Young. He already killed one of these today. He rolls a 2, so that is a miss. And for this guy to hit us, I honestly have no idea. So I'm just going to say that it's the same number to hit us. And he rolls a 1, so he misses and he flies back to wherever the hell he came from. Okay, so the worst part of the day is over. We head back. We don't have to roll on that nasty B2 chart anymore. We now only roll on B1. So for zone number 7, we have a -1 to a roll. We roll on B1 and we roll a 2, which turns into a 1. That means no enemy fighters. We should also attempt to fix our jammed gun, which was the starboard waist gun. And to fix that one, on a roll of 1 to 2, it's fixed. 3, 4, 5, it remains jammed. 6, it's broken. A roll of 3, so that means it's still jammed. So that's what happens sometimes. We go into zone 6 now. We roll on B1 with a -1. And roll a 3, which turns into a 2. That is no enemy waves. We attempt to fix the gun again. And roll a 4, so it's still jammed. We enter zone 5. Next zone, we're going to have fighter cover, but this is the last zone without fighter cover. We roll on B1 with a -1, and roll a 6, turns into a 5. That is going to be 1 enemy wave. Then the enemy wave is going to be 14. That is 4 109s. Oh. Okay, so these guys are swarming us. They're trying probably to avenge their 3 falling comrades. They're coming from 1030 high, 12 level, and 130 high. So what can we do to stop them? We have no fighter cover yet. 12 level, we can use the top turret and nose gun. And 12 high, we can use the top turret and nose gun as well. Okay, so we put the nose gun on one of them and the top turret on the other one. At 1030 high, we can use the port cheek and port waist. We use the port cheek, and at 130 high, we can use top turret, which we already use, starboard cheek and starboard waist. So we use starboard. No, we use waist. We can't use the waist gun because it's jammed. Okay, that's problematic. So we use the starboard cheek on him, not the port cheek, because you cannot use 2 cheek guns at the same time. So at 1030 high, we use instead the port waist gun. That's how we're gonna have to do it. Let's mark off the ammo. Port waist, top turret and nose, and starboard cheek gun. Okay, we're all for crew status, left to right. First one is green. That is some good news. Second one is an ace. That is some bad news. Third one is green. Good news again. Last one, and fourth is an average pilot. So we'll start by firing our port waist gun that's fired by Malcolm Young. He needs 6, turns into a 5 or 6 because it's a green pilot. It rolls 6, so we have a hit. To hit now, we roll. And roll 6, he destroys that one. Man! We get another kill. Let's note it before we forget it. That was the port waist gun. That's Malcolm Young. That's ME109, our 4th kill of today. And then we roll to hit this one, also 5 to 6 because he's green. So the nose gun, Johnny P did not get him. Let's remove this, and then we roll for the ace. Only hits on a roll of 6. Nope, our new engineer is not quite as good as the old one, Brett Grimmond, but he did kill one 109 already, so we shouldn't complain. Starboard cheek gun, 6 to hit, very close, but he does not hit. So for the 109 here, 12 o'clock, he's attacking from high. He will only hit me on a 6 since he's green. So there's one hit. Let's see here, we note it. 12 o'clock, high. And we're hit. We roll to see how many hits. Roll 8. So from 12 o'clock, there's going to be one hit. And the hit is going to be on a roll of 7. That is going to be pilot compartment. Man, please do not kill me. We're all on P2, pilot compartment. And roll 9, which is going to be instruments. Roll for damage on table B12. So we go to B12 now and roll. And roll 5. That is going to be oxygen systems. No! We have to drop out of formation. Let's note it here. Oxygen. We have to drop out of formation if we want to survive. So we're going to lose our positive modifier. Okay, so things are turning bad now, but that takes care of that hit. So he flies by, but he will come back. And then we have the ace pilot, who is going to need a roll of 4, 5, or 6 to hit. He rolls a 1, so he spares us. Or perhaps he's not as ace as he thought he was. 130 high. He will need a roll of 5 or 6 to hit. He rolls a 3, so at least we don't have to deal with him. The green pilot comes back for more. Roll on the successive attacks. And roll a 5. That means he will come at 12 o'clock level this time. He's still green. And we still get to fire on him. So at 12 o'clock level, top turret and nose gun. So our engineer and bombardier gets another chance. We fire first with the top turret, but let's remember to mark off the ammo. Top turret, that is our new engineer. His name is Brett Grimmond. He needs a roll of 5 or 6 to hit, since we have a green pilot. And he hits very well. He will have a +1 to his damage roll. And that's a 5. The green pilot should not have come back for more, because he is dead. And I take back whatever I said about you, Brett, because this is the second. How do I mark? I'm just going to do that, a 2 there, and mark 2 here. That is the second kill you get in one mission. So we have now killed a total of 5 planes in this one mission. Okay. We scratch out this wave, and we shouldn't celebrate yet because we have 3 more waves, and now we have to drop out of formation. Okay, so we survived another wave of enemy fighters, but we still have problems here. We have starboard gun jam, we have waist gun gun jam, we have rudder damage 1, tail gun is inoperable, and now the oxygen is out, and we have a light wound to our starboard waist gunner. So yeah, things are turning bad. We have to drop out of formation. And we also have to drop down to 10,000 feet because our oxygen is out. And we can see here that if we drop to 10,000 feet, you have to do 2 times light flak over land. So that's pretty lame. We're gonna have to do it, and you have to check the Gazette to see if you're over land. So we look at G11, and if we look at La Rochelle here, we can see that we are gonna be over land in all until we get into zone 3. In zone 3, which is here, and zone 2, we're going to be flying over water. So that means in zone 4, we are going to have to check for flak, since we have, went down so low. Okay, let's not wait for the horrible things to happen. Also you're gonna get out of formation +1 109 at 12 o'clock level each wave, and then they're also going to be automatically attacking again and again for 3 attacks, even if they don't hit, because you're out of formations. They just pounds on you. Okay, so we scratch also this now. We don't have -1 in zone 4. We have 0. And here in zone 3, we're going to have -1 instead of -2. And in zone 2, we have -2 instead of -3 because we lose the squadron position. So we roll now on zone 4. Zone 4 means we have a B1, and with no modifier to our rolls. We want to roll a 1 or a 2, and we roll 6. 6 means 2 fighter waves coming to finish us off. So before we roll for the waves, I am going to try to fix my starboard waist gun. Roll of 3, it doesn't happen. I didn't do it last turn, so I'll take the liberty of doing it again, but no, it's still jammed. Our 2 enemy waves who are coming to finish us is going to be 62. And it is going to be 16, and that is no attackers, thank God. One positive thing here, actually, I forgot to roll for fighter cover. We have fighter cover again. Oh man, let's hope we get a 5 or a 6. We get a poor, and that is not what we need right now because we are out of formation and we have already taken damage. We have weapon jams, but it is what it is. Let's get to fighting. Okay, so wave 62, we got a 109 at 3 o'clock low, a 110 at 130 low, and then since we are out of formation, we have to take an additional one, and that is a 109 at 12 o'clock level. So first we roll for fighter cover. We have poor fighter cover, so we only get help on a roll of 5 or 6. Yeah, don't count on it. I don't know where those flyboys are. Okay, we will try to defend ourselves as adequately as we can. 3 o'clock level is going to be the big problem. We can use the top turret and ball turret, and we're going to use both of them. Top turret and ball turret. We cannot use the starboard waist gun because that is still jammed. At 130 low, we can use the ball turret and starboard cheek. We use the starboard cheek. At 12 o'clock level, we can use the nose gun and the top turret. We use the nose gun. Let's mark the ammo here. Nose gun, starboard cheek, top turret, and ball turret. We still got loads of ammunition. We are nowhere near of running out. We roll for pilot status. First one is average. Second one is average, and last one is average. The nose MG is fired by the bombardier Johnny P, and we need a 6 to hit. We do not hit. Starboard cheek gun, 130 low. We need a 6 to hit. Roll 3, so our navigator Richter does not get him. At 3 o'clock we have the ball turret and top turret. I'm actually gonna have, I think I'll fire with my top turret first. That is the engineer. I like him now. So Brett Grimmond will fire. He will hit, let's see here, at 3 o'clock low. Is he actually firing at low? Because then I cannot use the top turret. Yeah, he's coming in from low, so I cannot use the top turret, unfortunately. So that is gonna be the ball turret, Angus Young. He will hit, see here, 3 o'clock low, on a roll of 5 or 6. Oh, and we really need to get him. Come on, please. We miss. So it's time for them to pounce on us now. So we roll for the damage at 12 o'clock. This Messerschmitt needs a roll of 5 or 6. He hits. He will hit us for a total of 2 hits on a roll of 11. So we note here 12 o'clock level, 2 hits, and at 12 o'clock level he will hit us. See here, level 8. That is going to be starboard wing. And second hit is going to be 7. It's going to be the nose. So we go ahead and roll first for the starboard wing, and we go to B-11. 9, that is going to be the engines. Now, that's not what I need right now. We roll again to see if starboard wing, which it is, that is going to be engine number 3. And then we roll to see what happens with the engine. A roll of 1 means superficial damage. Oh, okay, that was lucky. We still have the nose, so let's not relax yet. And we roll 6, that is going to be the bombardier. No, Johnny! We roll for wound for the bombardier. And we roll a 5. He is seriously wounded. I can't believe it. I finally get to mission 11 with him, and he's seriously wounded. Well, on a roll of 6 after we land, he might still survive. That is it for this guy. We then go ahead and roll for the 110, coming in from 130. 130 means he needs a roll of 5 or 6 to hit. He rolls a 3, so he does not hit, but he gets a second chance since we are out of formation. The ME 109, and this is going to be a bad one. He's going to need a 4, 5, or 6 to hit. He rolls a 5, so he hits. I'm going to re-roll that. Roll 7. 7 is going to be only 1 hit. So 3 o'clock low, 1 hit. And the hit at 3 o'clock low is going to be, on a roll of 8, starboard wing again. Starboard wing, we go back to B-114 and roll 5. That is going to be a Larian. Don't know what that is, but we'll see what happens to it. It's either no effect or inoperable. That is going to be no effect. Okay, we are lucky, I'm guessing. You can see the note here. If it would have been inoperable, that would have been if both the port and starboard wing flaps or L-areas are inoperable, the landing roll on G9 or G10 is -1, so that's not so bad. But it did not break. So we scratch that hit, and that means now that we will have successive attacks. So we roll on B6. First one is going to be at 9 o'clock high, and second one is going to be at 12 level. Third one is going to be at, let's see here, 6 o'clock level. Oh, 2 really bad ones, and my tail guns are inoperable, so this one is full bar. Okay, so let's see what we can do. At 6 o'clock level, we can fire the top and ball turrets and the starboard waist gun. No, that's the wrong one I'm looking at. 6 o'clock level, top and ball turret and port waist. No, that's 9 o'clock. My apologies. Only the tail gun can be fired upon him. So we are totally defenseless. He most likely will bring us down now because he will hit us on a roll of 3, 4, 5, or 6. Let's look at 9 o'clock level. Top and ball turret and port waist. We use all of them. Top turret, ball turret. And here at 12 o'clock level, we would be able to fire the top turret and nose. And the nose, we're gonna fire that with the navigator this time because Johnny P has been seriously wounded. Okay, let's mark up the ammo first. We have the nose. We have the top and ball turret. And then we have the port waist. Okay, so we fire with the navigator first. Rictor will attempt to kill him. A roll of 6. I'm just gonna see, so that's really a 6. Yes, unfortunately it's a 6, so it's a miss. Here we fire with the top turret, our engineer, Brett Grimmond, and to hit him from 9 o'clock high. Yeah, he's coming from high, so that's only gonna be the top turret then. My apologies. He needs a 5 or 6 to hit him. And he hits him, okay? Damage, and we have a +1. He's destroyed. Man, I cannot believe this guy. How many ME-109s is he gonna kill? We mark the kill before we forget it. That is a 3rd kill for him today. So mark it with a 3. And this guy was unopposed down here, so we have 2 attacks to deal to us. So this is the 2nd attack. We roll first for the ME-110 just to get it over with. 12 o'clock high or level. He needs a 5 or a 6 to hit. I'm gonna re-roll that. That's a miss. He still gets 1 final attack. And then this guy, he will only miss on a roll of 1 or 2. Yes, he misses. Oh, we are lucky. We roll for the new positions. The 109 will go to 3 o'clock level, and the 110 will go to 12 level. So we fire again at 12 level. We will fire the top turret and nose gun. And at 3 o'clock level, we shall fire the ball turret, and starboard waist is still jammed, and actually the top turret will fire on this one instead because he is much more dangerous. So we mark off the ammo. So now we're starting to eat away some at the ammo, and top turret and ball turret. And we roll for the nose, fired by our navigator, Rictor. Needs a 6 to hit. Oh, Rictor, good job, good job. He already killed 1 today. We roll now on the damage for it. And he rolls a 4, so that means he's going to have a -2 to his roll, and he will break off. But this is the 3rd pass, so they would have broken off anyway. Roll on the top turret for the 109. Top turret at 3 o'clock level means hit on a roll of 5 or 6. Miss. Ball turret hit on 5 or 6. 4. He also misses. So that's unfortunate because that guy can really hurt us. Let's see if they hit. This guy will hit on only a roll of 6. He misses and he breaks off. Zoom. So we got rid of him at least. But then we have this guy. He will only miss on a roll of 1 to 3. Yes, he misses, and this is the final pass. This is the 3rd combat that these guys get since we're out of formation, and that ends it. Okay, so we go ahead and mark out wave 62 and 16 is no attackers, so that was rather lucky. Before we move on, we put a wound on our bombardier. So unfortunately on Johnny P, our bombardier, we now have a serious wound, and our starboard waist gunner Cliff Williams, he's lightly wounded still. Alright, so moving on, we move into zone 3 now. And actually before we move on, we have to take flak, 2 flak hits on light flak since we're out of formation and under 10,000 feet. So we roll 2 times on all 3. First one is a roll of 10, that is a miss. Second is a roll of 5, that is also a miss, so we survive the flak. We get into zone 3, we roll for fighter cover, and we have fair fighter cover. And we then roll for our weapon jam on the starboard waist gunner. He rolls a 3, so it's still a jam. Now we roll again on B1. Currently no modifier. Actually, that's a lie. We have a -1 according to the Gazette. So a -1 now to roll. And roll a 1, so there's no fight. There's no fight here. Next zone, we roll on zone 2 for fighter cover. It is good. That is good news. Oh man, this has been an exhausting mission. We're all for the weapon jam. It is still jammed. Damn. We have a -2 to our roll now. We roll one last time on B1. And we roll 4. Turns into 2. There are no enemy fighters. Ha ha ha. Oh my god, this has been an exhausting mission. We roll into zone 1. We roll again for weapon jam. It is finally fixed. We go ahead and take our starboard waist MG and turn it. And then we go ahead and roll for weather. We have good weather over England. And that will let us land here. We roll on G9 just because it's fun. We'll roll 11. And of course that means we're safe. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, this was a tough mission. Let's see what happens with everything. Bombardier, of course, has a serious wound. Our starboard waist gunner also has a wound, but it's light. So the light wound goes away automatically. We're going to have to roll for the Bombardier. On a roll of 1, Johnny P gets to go on the next mission. I really hope he does, because I need him now with his ace status. And on a roll of 2 to 5, he recovers, but is sent home. On a roll of 6, he is killed in action. That sucks, because I'm happy that Johnny P gets to go home and that he survives, but that sucks because I really need him. Now it's going to be harder to hit the targets again. So, well, that is what happens sometimes. Let's mark the kills. Johnny P did not get anyone, but our new navigator, no, our original navigator got an ME 1010. And our let's see, engineer, he got three kills. Our engineer got 3 Messerschmitts 109s. That's impressive. Ball turret gunner, he also got a kill. He got a ME 1010. And port waist gunner got a 109. And that's the kill. So we got a total of 5 kills. I don't think that is bad. We got 30% of the target bombed of these damn U-boats. So I mean, all in all, we got a serious wound, 1 casualty. Johnny P is sent home. We still have our plane intact, even though we have oxygen out, tail gun inoperable, rudder damage. It's still intact. It's going to be repaired until next mission. We still have 7 now of our original crew members, and of course we still have the 2 new guys. But all in all, I gotta say, I'm damn proud of these guys, what they accomplished today. 30% bomb. That is a victory, and that is our 4th victory of the campaign. And that means we have now 4 victories, and we have 7 draws. So still, we are very, you got to win the campaign, you got to have more victories than you have defeats, and we don't have a single defeat yet. I'm also gonna note here the wounds. Starboard waist gunner lightly wounded, and Bombardier serious wound and unfortunately sent home. So we scratch him out here, scratch his name. And that means, like I said, we need to find a replacement. I got a roster still going, so I'm gonna add the next name on the list. Okay, that was exhausting. Okay, I can see that these missions are gonna be a little bit longer normally, since we roll on the new mission list. So maybe I'm not gonna be able to do this as frequent, because they take quite. If it takes, for example, 1 hour to record. Or if it's 1 hour long, it usually takes 3 hours to edit it. So I'm guessing this video is about 1 hour long. So then we have 1 hour to just record it and 3 hours to edit it. So it is a lot of time involved. And of course, you can't do it all in a row. You have to take breaks and so on. And when you work, you don't have all day. You have maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours in the evening to use for this. So it really does take some time to edit it. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, I hope you get subscribed. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please like and comment on the video because it really does help me out a lot. Other than that, I want to say thank you for watching again, and I will see you for episode 12.